So for the founder's associate role, and thanks for replying. Um, yeah, there is a certain type of person that we're looking for. If you have knowledge about marketing, sales, and startups, that's a big plus. If you're looking to increase your earning potential by a lot more than you're used to, if you're hungry to learn more, if you're tired of not being something bigger, being part of something bigger, if you like making a difference and impacting the world positively, helping spread that tech throughout the world and replace old tech with new tech globally. If you're someone who adds, before you try asking or taking, if you're positive, open to immense possibility, and want to be at a startup in its unique early stage, it's for you. If it's not for you, you're probably, the following: not going to be able to make it 5 days a week. You don't like financial freedom or remote work. So if you're one of those, it's probably not for you. What's in it for you? You'll get some of the best training on outbound prospecting and sales that exists right now. We only learn from the best. People from the likes of Alex Hormozy to many others. So we only look at the industry leaders and use their materials. So there's quite a lot of value in that training. The team will be a 7-figure team responsible for helping take LeadSpark to 7 figures a year and more in the next few years. I'll train you personally, make sure you know how to create and provide extraordinary value out of thin air. The more results you generate, the more money you make. There is no cap. If you become a top performer, you will have the opportunity to become a team leader as well. And you'll manage new growth associates, VAs, amongst other things. You get to build a skill set that you can package into an offer and even start your own business someday with. And you'll surround yourself with people who are making a difference in the world. And why not get wealthy while doing it? So the mission, particularly for you, would be to consistently generate a couple $100,000 every month in opportunities for LeadSparker from our growing community and vast network of social media channels. To be specific, we would look to make for you to make around 300,000. That should be dollars in new monthly pipeline from Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, generating 30 plus meetings as well per month. Leverage your own social profiles, 100 new messages per day, follow expert conversational frameworks, leverage our sales assets, which are highly effective, and find your own leads and do it that way. So what does this involve? Starting new conversations, getting to know people, following up and building relationships with members of the community, learning how we can best help them and best serve them. Welcome and start new conversations with every member who joins the community and help grow the community using the following tactics. And so there's just some more about that. Extra things involve gathering feedback so we can optimize and improve, shortening that feedback cycle between testing something out and implementing, what works is how startups succeed. So that's very important to bear in mind here. What competencies do you require? High level of commitment and consistency from yourself, an in-depth understanding of outbound prospecting and appointment setting, or an ability to learn that. In-depth understanding of our products and services, which you will come to understand over time, and you should be comfortable creating some content, just blog posty type stuff. What are your requirements? Fairly basic, need a good internet connection, good computer, tracking numbers, so we can contact each other every day on how things are going. Be able to manage and answer conversations 5 days a week. Thinking like a business owner, working in a GMT time zone, UK time zone. We are spreading into the US, but more on that later. Compensation is £15 per qualified call that you book. There will be a 5% commission per call that turns into a deal. There's typically a 20% chance that these calls that you book turn into a deal worth anywhere from $3,000 to $30,000. So you'd be making, 10% of the minimum of that is 10% of 3,000 is 300. And 5% would be 150. And then at the bigger end, if you help us close a $30,000 deal, that's 1.5K in your pocket straight away. Okay, so the competition every month with the potential to make up to £5,000 in bonus every month. And if you prove that you can convert quality meetings, grow the community consistently, and get sales from your effort, will increase your base salary after the first 60 days and even more, and give equity, which can be worth in the tens of thousands. After 90 days of being part of the team, you'll have the opportunity to also start taking discovery calls and eventually closing deals as part of a more sales-oriented role. earning up to £10,000 plus per month. There is a sign-up fee to join the training. As I mentioned, the training is worth around $5,000. So I will be giving this to you more or less for free just to train you, but your time is also valuable and I respect that. But there is a training fee of £50. So the next steps are to send a short 2 to 3 minute video going over your story and what your goals are, and most importantly, why you should be considered for the role. Wait for me and my team to get back to you. If you're selected, we'll send you an invoice to get started. The challenge and training will start the following day. There'll be 10 days of training, and it will be intensive while you do work with us, but it will only be a challenge. So you will be looking to book those appointments in over the next 2 weeks. And the goal will be to book 10 appointments in the first 2 weeks. And the person that books the most will likely go and be hired. So if you think that could be you, then I look more than welcome to seeing your application, and wish you best.